Welcome to my channel. So there's still quite a lot of confusion regarding how much you need to be earning for you to move to the UK in terms of your basic salary, as well as how much you need to be earning to be able to bring your dependents to the UK for people already in the UK. And the reason why I'm doing this video is to say that when you're looking at UK immigration laws and visa changes, you need to take that information from a personal perspective, which means, are you already in the UK? If so, on what terms are you in the UK currently, or are you still out of the UK? The reason I'm saying this is because different rules apply for people already in the UK and different rules apply for people still out of the UK. So if you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I do appreciate your time. And in today's video, I'm going to explain the specifics regarding these salary changes for people still out of the UK and people already in the UK. So if you haven't joined this family, take this opportunity now to hit the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single time when I drop a new video on here. And I'm going to tell you that the time that you move to the UK is very strategic and incredibly important. It is now more important than ever before. So what do we mean? For example, for somebody who moves to the UK between now and spring of 2024, you can move to the UK even if you're earning any amount of money as far as a skilled worker visa is concerned. But as we know, as per the current rules that the government has put in place, you must be earning at least 38,700 pounds per year to be able to move after spring of 2024, which means that this applies to people that are still out of the UK. But if you're able to move to the UK before this time, it will not apply to you. And by the way, I do have a free newsletter. I've dropped a link in the comment section below. It's free to join. You drop your name and email, and I send info such as what I'm sharing in today's video directly to your inbox. I also share information about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to the UK or to switch your visa if you're already in this beautiful, amazing country. Also career progression opportunities, because it's all good and fine moving to the UK, but what we do with ourselves in this country is ultimately what is going to make a difference. Because let me tell you, if you think it is challenging to move to the UK, it is even more challenging once you get to this country. To be able to excel, to thrive, to do well, it's very, very challenging. And that's why only 1% of us will succeed, will progress in the UK. The remaining 99% will remain in the same position until they retire. And I know this is such a shame. For me, it's very, there's no motivation whatsoever if one is going to be stuck in the same position. But look, it is a choice that you and I have to make as adults as to whether we join the top 1% or we're going to be part of the mediocre 99%. But if you're watching my videos, then I trust the fact that you're not going to be part of it. So when you join that newsletter, obviously I send that info to your inbox and then you can implement and act on it. So career progression, what else can you do? Side hustle ideas so you can supplement your income to retire early. I'm on a mission to retire by the time I turn 40. So that if I'm working beyond the age of 40, it should be a choice, not because I'm broke, not because I have to. Because it's nothing worse than aging and having people tell you what to do and you don't even have any way to manage your own time. Look, life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be free. Life is meant to be sweet, and it's what you and I make of it that is going to be. So do join that newsletter and I'll send that info to your inbox directly. So like I was saying, you need to be able to differentiate yourself. Where do you belong? Are you already in the UK? Are you out? For people that are already in the UK, there are a series of changes. Just today, the UK government has already backtracked and made a U-turn on how much you need to be earning to be able to bring your dependents with you to the UK. But this is only for people already in the UK, which means for you to benefit from this law, you must move to the UK before the law actually starts, which is going to be in spring of 2024, which the government has agreed on. And by the way, I do have a private career coaching program. I've dropped a link in the description box below, or the about section of this channel, where I offer tailored, personalized, individualized guidance, one-to-one support with all the things I've mentioned in today's video: free visa sponsorship opportunities, getting apprenticeships to study while getting paid in the UK with no tuition fees, working for the NHS, clinical, non-clinical healthcare jobs, and just the best opportunities that this country has to offer, the CV, what job is best for you, what visa should you go for, how should you position your CV, what about the interview, a community of success-driven individuals. And look, don't get me started on that. So if you're keen, which if you're watching this video, by the way, that program is perfect for you, do check the description box below or the about section of this channel, and then get in contact with myself to find out how the program is going to support you to achieve your goals and objectives, whether moving to the UK or progressing within this beautiful country. So like I've said, when it comes to that salary threshold that you need in order to bring your dependents to the UK, the government has changed that just today. So initially, well, currently it's 18,000 per year. Previously, they had announced that it was going to go up to 38,700 from spring of 2024, but the government has now backtracked, saying from spring of 2024 it's only going to go up to 29,000, and then on a later date it's going to go up to maybe 34,000, and then on another later date it will eventually get to the 38,000. Obviously, this has brought a lot of infighting, a lot of confrontation, and a lot of disappointment from those ministers and the part of the government that was advocating for this increase, hoping that it was going to reduce net migration come 2024. But obviously the government has made a U-turn on this, and apparently this is going to be beneficial for about 10,000 people or families in the UK. But this is only for people that are already in the UK, which means for you to benefit from these laws, you must be in the UK before spring of 2024. And that's why time is of essence. That's why it matters. That's why procrastination is bad, because if you're procrastinating and you're not acting now, making use of what you have now, then those laws are going to catch up with you. Also, if you're enjoying this content, by the way, hit the like button. It lets me know you enjoy content like this, and obviously I should do more. Also, share this with your friends, colleagues, loved ones, so that they are aware. And one of the things people were asking also is, what about the other changes when it comes to bringing dependents by overseas workers? Look, the government has said that those changes are going to stand, which means that they won't be able to bring dependents, obviously, from that spring. And also the student visa changes that I've said they're going to remain as well. That's going to be from January of 2024. So again, like I said, you need to make sure that when you're looking at these immigration policies, you're thinking about your personal circumstance. Where do you fall? Are you in the UK? If you're in the UK, you're bringing dependents. When are you bringing them? Because again, all of that really does matter. But the long story here is that if you're wanting to move to the UK and you're out, if you're coming after spring of 2024, then if you're not on a job that is eligible for a lower salary threshold, which they've confirmed that carers, senior carers, nurses, doctors, allied healthcare professionals, midwives will be exempted from the higher salary threshold, construction workers as well, then obviously you would be expected to earn at least 38,700 from spring. So it is a race to get to the UK ASAP so that you're exempted from these immigration laws and that you are not included in these ridiculously high salaries, because to be able to earn 38,700 on the first instance from overseas, I can tell you that it is not easy, because few people in the UK already earn that amount. And if you don't progress in your career, it is almost impossible for many people to earn that. So again, it's about making hay while the sun shines. And I thought I should do this distinction because I've got lots of messages with a lot of confusion, and some laws apply to people already in the UK, other rules apply to people that are still out. So again, it's for you to know. So leave a comment in the comment section below if you've got any questions. You can contact me directly. My contact details are in the comment section, and I'll be able to provide further details. So I'll see you in this video right here.